This is World of Tanks Questions and Answers series. So today's questions are going to be taken from the World of Tank forums. So we have a question about using vents. What he's asking is, if he has a crew that's not, in this case it's 100%, he wants to know if vents, they increase your percentages, but does it make an incomplete perk become 100%? Is it possible to do that? The answer is no. So for example, if you have a crew member at 99% and you add food or you add vents and it goes over 100%, your perk does not go over 100%. The crew is at 99%. So if you want to earn experience, it's not going to work. It's all your EXP is going to go to training you to that 100% level. So basically, whatever the percentage of your crew is the percentage of your crew, and the same with the perks. All the modifiers such as vents and food consumables are a bonus on top of that, but they don't change the actual percentage. Okay, ranked is terrible, crappy, unplayable. So I play ranked battles. It's definitely a very different game. I think it's more fun, and I prefer playing ranked battles over random battles. There's 3 different divisions, and you've got the qualifying round, and you have what's called the gold, the silver, and the premium league. Every league, every division is different. In the lower rounds, I would say, yeah, it's unfun. It's a lot different. The players are definitely better. In the second division, everyone plays hull down, and I've never made it to the highest division because of time. But my suspicion is everyone's going to be hidden throughout the game. So it's a very different gameplay, but I think you just have to adjust to the different play style. And what works in random battles is not going to work in ranked battles. In ranked battles, you need strong armor and high penetration. Sitting in the back and camping isn't going to work. Clarification on ranked season. If this is the first season I've played, does that mean that there's absolutely no chance to get the reward tank regardless of how far I push up? If you join in the middle of the ranked season, based on what it is today, which is March 2020, you're going to have difficulty winning the reward tanks unless you've won the tokens from previous seasons. The same is going to be true for a lot of other events, such as Frontline, Steel Hunter. Doesn't mean that you can't win anything, but the more time you miss, your chances go down, and it does get to a point where you cannot win the highest rewards. Please fix the AI bots. So he's complaining about about how his team is getting killed, which means he's implying that his team is filled with bots. Because they are playing stupid. So I've been playing this game since 2014 or something like that, or maybe even earlier, which is at least 5 or 6 years. And back in the day, there were so many more bots. You knew that they were bots because they wouldn't move, but they would fire their guns, or they would follow you around. You know, I've had games where the whole enemy team would follow me around. No, the whole allied team would just follow me around. That's how they knew how to navigate the map. They would just follow you around. There's very few bots in the game right now. So they've done a great job of reducing the number of bots in the game. So what's your magic number? He says that after losing 3 games, he quits playing. Well, there's something that Victor, the Wargaming CEO, said in the San Francisco conference many years ago. He said if you lose too many games, they give you easier matchmaking. And he said the reason why is because if you don't do it, people will get frustrated. And he said if you win too many games, you get more difficult matchmaking, so people don't get bored playing the game. So there is some skill-based matchmaking in the game. It's just not that big. Tank rewards glitch. He's talking about how with tank rewards, it says he won 30 tokens, but he only got 20. There are delays sometimes with events such as tank rewards. So you might see something while you play the game, and it might be different on the server. What that basically means is that the databases are different. That's basically it. And the reason why you have to do it that way is because you want the highest performance when you play the game. And something outside of the game, things that are just stats, they just use low performance servers just because it's not necessary for them to be high performance. Avoiding Artie with the Carnarvon and up. He's saying that if artillery hits anywhere near my tank, it's 500 health gone. This is March of 2020. I happen to be an artillery player. It's almost impossible to get 500 damage on an enemy tank, especially if it's well armored. This is just not true. The average damage a vehicle usually gets is more like 250. I play SPG all the time. You can watch my videos. I play tier 10. 250 is more like the average. This person is exaggerating. Okay, those of you who think SBMM will stop blowouts, he's talking about skill-based matchmaking. And he's talking about ranked battles. There are blowouts in ranked battles, and the reason why is because people want to win the reward. And because they want to win the reward, they've learned that you have to stay in the game. They don't want to take risks, so they stay with their allies, and it's basically one giant battle. It's nothing different from the corridor map concept. When you have one giant battle, one team is going to defeat the other. In the old days, it was the tank destroyer meta, and you would spot the enemy, and if your tank destroyers could fire without being spotted, they were the ones who win the game. So blowouts are actually not that common in the game. There have been statistics that show that 25% of the games are even, 25% are blowouts, 25% are slow, 25% are fast. You know, it's actually rather diverse. It does happen once in a while.